Welcome back, everyone. This is Dark Silence from Dark Silence Reviews. Today, we're going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 5. They have a brand new update, which is the casino update. And I am going to be talking about a little exploit I've stumbled across. This will most definitely be patched, but it's kind of worth the money. It is still kind of luck based, but at the same time, you're getting an average of 1 million. Um, if you can keep from straying, you bet on the top horse because they have the best odds. 80 to 85% of the time, the number one horse is gonna win. That's not saying it's going to win every single time. You're going to have a couple, that's why it takes about an average of an hour to kind of get what you need to get done. Let's see how long it's going to take me to load into the game. It's taking a bit. But I've already amassed over, I would say, 15 million plus dollars off of this little cheat. Considering how long, like how much money it takes to get, or how many shark cards you have to get in the meantime in order to actually get that kind of money, it's more worth it in my opinion. Alright, so we're right here by the casino. There's actually two little glitches. Whenever you go in for the will, I believe if you don't like what you're getting, we're gonna go up to the will right now. We'll talk about that one first, and then we'll go into like the main lobby here. To get these methods done. I wouldn't say it's 100% each and every time, because you are on an online server, so bear in mind, like, it might work a few times if you do it this way, and it might not work at all. It just depends. It's very luck based on whether or not like it takes or doesn't take. Let's say it's time for you to spin the wheel. You're walking in, you go up to the wheel, and you're ready to spin it. So you spin the wheel and you wait for it, and if you see something coming up that you don't want, and you know for a fact that it's going to land on that specific thing, what you do is you dashboard the game immediately, and then you just come back in and do it the same way. I would definitely try doing it like as it lands on it, and it doesn't say that you've acquired the stuff. You might be able to still acquire the stuff and respin it, but I would say before it lands on like something horrible that you don't want, to dashboard it and reload back in. That's the only method available. I don't know if it still works. It might have been patched, but we're gonna go into the racetrack here. And try and get it done. There is another glitch, and this one gets you about 1 million, I would say. I guess I need some chips. Make sure you have about 20,000 chips on hand, which is the max if you're like the free amount. I believe if you own like a place in this area, like a little penthouse or whatever, you can get up to 50. You only really need 20, so just make sure you always have like 20,000 chips whenever you start this this method up.
Here you go.
So I just got 20,000 chips. And the reason for that is I'll explain as we sit down on the horse races. So you made sure you go to inside track and sit down at the horse races. This is probably the best method and or way to exploit money. If you're buying shark cards, like, I highly recommend that you do this. So we're gonna sit down and play. So you're gonna want to go to place bet, and you can bet on any horse you want, but 80 to 85% of the time it's always going to be number one. And even when it's not number one, it's like when you're switching horses, you know, like, you get anywhere in between 20,000 and 70,000 to 80,000 per win, depending on the odds. So what you want to do is select your horse and just kind of hover your cursor over the area where you're supposed to use the payout. And what you're going to want to do is, before you you make a bet, I want you to understand that you have to hold the A button down the minute you do this. So you press the A button once, and you press the A button and hold it down, and then you push down on the D-pad real fast, and you hold the A button the whole time after you press it. So the minute you press down, you have to be holding the A button. Around this time, usually I let go of the A button, because what it does is it tricks the game into thinking that you're betting up. So you get a maximum bet even though you've only put 200 in. And depending on if you win or not, you'll see right now. Got a winner here. This should show it off right away, which is good. You get 30,000 even though you've only bet 200. So this is the exploit for the casino. Both of the exploits are covered here. As it probably will be patched, I highly recommend you do it. And this could be repeated multiple times until you have millions and millions and millions of dollars. I would suggest putting it away after you acquire like maybe 1 million, 2 million, because you don't want to get kicked off the servers. And I would say within 24 hours to buy up whatever you're going to buy up and save whatever you're going to save, because there's no telling what they're going to do when they find out about the exploit and or glitch in their own system. I cannot guarantee anybody won't get like restrictions or something like that, but like any other exploit they've ever like actually put on for GTA, they haven't really banned anybody or anything like that. So I wouldn't really worry too much about that. But if you do, I apologize. But at least you got the money for when you were doing it. So already like a couple times right there. Depending on the odds, the money that you get every time you do the glitch and or method will vary. So I'm probably gonna get like 30,000 here. You have a choice on whether you want to hold the A button down for the whole race or up to the second horse. It's about 10 seconds. I've already kind of counted it. This is my method, but if you don't feel confident in the 10 seconds, just hold it for the entire race. The minute you push the A button down after the bet and push down on the D-pad, hold the A button the whole time. I let it go because I've already done this so many times. It doesn't really matter whether you let it go or not. You're still going to get the up amount on the money. Just keep doing it the same way. As you're going to see right here, like, you don't always win, but a good majority of the time, it takes, like I said, it takes about an hour or so to get about $1 million. If you're really, really lucky, you'll get it much, much quicker, and then it won't even be near an hour. But if you're going to be doing it for millions upon millions of dollars, you're looking at quite a few hours of grinding this out. I would suggest turning off the music if you don't like it, or the sounds. Put some Netflix or something on, YouTube, whatever, something else or whatever. It's kind of like mindless. I got 20,000 there. Anyhow, thank you all for watching, and I hope this helped out a lot of people, and hopefully enough people check it out before it gets patched. Once again, thank you for watching, and this was another exploit and achievement kind of got not so much achievement, but like money. You need money for requirement of some of these crazy ridiculous achievements if you have them. Anyhow, thank you all for watching, and